Hey, what's up everybody? So today we're going to go over the instructions on how to set up an Ubuntu VM on Windows. I'm using Windows 10. Let's get right to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to VirtualBox and download it. As of the time of this recording, I'm still using 7.0.6 and everything worked good for me. Then you're going to want to head over to Ubuntu and download an image file. And as you can see, I'm going with the 22.04 LTS version, which stands for long-term support, and that version has worked good for me in all the VMs that I'm using. And once you've got VirtualBox up and running, you're going to want to select New and pick the ISO that we just downloaded. Now the first time I did this, I didn't check skip unattended installation, and I wasn't able to issue sudo commands or use the terminal. So in order to avoid that, let's go ahead and check it. Then it's going to ask us the amount of RAM and CPU we want to use for the VM. Now we have to decide how much space we want to set aside for the VM and whether or not we want to pre-allocate it or let it grow. And because we checked skip unattended installation, we're going to have to start the VM ourselves. And now that the VM is running, we'll select Try or Install Ubuntu. And once we're at the Ubuntu installation screen, we'll go ahead and pick Install Ubuntu. I'll be going with the normal installation. And as you can see, we get this warning message about erasing our disk and installing Ubuntu, but we don't have to worry about that because this is a VM we're installing. So we go ahead and continue. Looks like everything went well and we've got an Ubuntu VM. But there is one last thing that I have to mention, and that's that copying and pasting from your host machine into the VM or vice versa won't work right away. So you're going to want to go to Devices and click Insert Guest Editions CD Image. And as you can see, the disk is mounted and visible in the bottom left. So if we click it, we're going to see this script autorun.sh, and we're going to want to run that. Then I'll be restarting the system to see if the changes have taken effect. And lastly, I'll be checking if I can copy paste something from my host browser into the VM. And as you can see, everything was copy pasted, so it looks like everything went good. We got a VM that we can copy paste back and forth from.